I also want to say to you that
go ahead.
the first time we ever met.
Yeah. No.
I know you heard some things I said.
This is the only reason I'm here.
It is
because your little fucking Tigerbelly crew are being misinformed.
Yeah,
What do they call you people? The Tigerbelly
Sleepers.
Slut Kingdom.
Yeah,
You
the
fucking
sleepers.
sleepers have been lied to.
Yeah.
Okay?
What is the lie? Go ahead.
Well, I saw this little clip do the rounds.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're sitting there in your little fucking office with your sycophants. You're all like, I'm Michael Bisping. He just ignored me.
Yeah,
And he didn't get a picture with me or
yeah.
anything. That's not how it went down at all. Shame on you.
No, first of all, Michael, I want to say this.
Don't stand up because it doesn't look any different to sitting down.
You son of a bitch.
It's like
you son of a bitch.
It's like you leaned forward.
Yeah. That was very funny. Very funny. But let me say something.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you the way it went down.
Give your version.
Yeah.
And I'll give mine.
Okay.
For the what are they called again?
Sleepers.
Silly
Okay,
name.
so every once in a while, because Joe Rogan is a stand-up. He's a long-time friend of mine. I've known him for 20 years, 25 years. Love him. Great guy. But so a lot of I'm a huge UFC fan. So who's that little guy from Sacramento that I like?
You're
my favorite.
Uriah Faber, right?
Yeah.
Uriah Faber, man, he's a nice guy. We hugged, this and that. But then when I saw Bisping, Michael, for this first time there, I literally was struck. I was just like, oh, fuck, that's Michael Bisping, right? And I tried to come up to you, and I said, you were very nice, but I said, hey, man, I'm a big fan. And you were, because when I was at the grocery store, and people come up to me and go, oh, you're very funny. And you want to be cordial, right? But I also, if that person that said hi to me was Josh Groban, right? And right?
Okay.
And I blew him off, right? I bet that Josh Groban would probably be a little mad. So he was at the Comedy Store where...
First of all, I don't know who Josh Groban is. Okay, so I've got zero context on what you're saying.
Right,
An opera singer. He's an opera singer.
So you said if I was at the opera...
Right.
Okay,
all right. He's an opera singer.
I'm always at the opera.
Yeah. Right. So when Michael's business was there, he said very nice, but he kind of just walked away, and I wanted some, you know what I mean?
Wait, did you ask for the photo?
No, I didn't really.
Okay, then...
But he did walk away,
Wait,
though.
already it's a different version of the story you told here.
Already, and here's the reality.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not, when I say this,
Yeah.
by the way,
By
the way, massive fan, hence why I'm here. Hence why I drove up from fucking Orange County.
Thank you.
I did an audition, and I waited for 3.5 hours. My audition was at 5:30. I was half asleep half an hour ago, okay?
Yeah.
I was just pounding some coffee, and now I'm drinking this shite to try and stay awake, and I'm very happy to be here. You're a hilarious comedian. I'd never met you before.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Hold on.
I know.
I'm getting to the point.
Yeah.
The long-suffering Mrs. Bisping that's at home, God bless her, she doesn't get out very often.
Yes.
She's got 3 kids. I travel a lot. I took her out. We went out for a nice dinner and we went to go watch some comics. And a lot of the time, and I'm not trying to say that I'm a fucking big deal or anything like that, but a lot of the time you stop and you take pictures and this and that, and then after a while you got to say, okay, because I'm here with my wife and I'm giving her a good time. And I'd done about 10 pictures in a row while she's standing there like a fucking lump of cheese, right, doing nothing. So then after that, I'm like, okay, all right, babe, let's go in. And then you, after that, said, I'm like, nah, sorry, mate, we're done. Picture time is over.
Right.
You should start doing that.
Now, let me say something.
Right? So,
when you
fair or not fair, sorry if I didn't put a random stranger before my wife. I'm so sorry. I know you're the great Bobby Lee, and the Comedy Store is your house, and you're totally right. It is your house, but we'd never met, and that's the mother of my children.
That's true.
You know what? And the way
it's okay. I accept your apology.
Get your fucking English.
It's fine. It's
English
fine.
Fucking paws out of my face right now.
You weren't to know, Bobby.
All right.
You weren't to know.
All right.
He was devastated, though. He called me immediately after. He ran to the parking lot, and he was like, "You won't believe what happened. I just got turned down by Mike Bisping." He was in tears.
Well, for one,
right. But can I say this?
Please,
can I say this?
Please go ahead.
You did give me a photo.
I did.
Yes, afterwards.
I remember it. I was standing at the bar with Joe with Diaz.
Yes, with Diaz, and I walked up because when you were talking to Diaz, that then I seized my opportunity, and we took the photo. You know what? I was just talking out of my ass, right? Just talking shit, whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Not thinking that you're ever gonna fucking hear it.
It's okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Look, I do it all the time. If I was held accountable for every piece of dog shit that came out of my mouth, I'd probably be in prison.
Yeah.
Or excommunicated from whoever I know.
And I want to say this too is that
Because never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Right.
You know, come on.
I feel like that's his
Write
life
that down.
philosophy.
Write that down.
That's your philosophy.
Write it down. I've never heard it before, but fucking write it down.
It's an old Chinese proverb.
What is you with the Asians right now, man?
What do you mean with the Asians? It's a fucking
Asian
Chinese proverb. I can never let the truth get in the way.
That sounded like George St. Pierre.
I know, exactly.
George St. Pierre.
Are you intoxicated?
Yeah. That fight, right, was a crazy fight.
Don't. I don't know the scientific.
Yeah. Because if I'm not an alpha male, what am I?
Beta.
You're gamma, baby.
Here's a dictionary.
Go ahead.
The dominant male animal in a particular group.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
So when you coyotes, they have the head guy.
Sure,
right?
the leader of the pack.
The leader of the pack. That's the alpha man. He likes to fuck.
Well, yeah, but because he's the alpha male, he gets to fuck.
He gets to fuck. But the little guy, he wants to fuck too.
The little one, like
don't do this when you do the little one.
Alfie.
Yeah.
Like the
he's
alpha male is Alfie, and there's a Harry in the background.
Yeah.
Please, I want to fuck too.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, come on, give me a little go.
I don't think I'm an alpha male. But I feel like in certain circles...
No, you are in your own way. I'm not talking physicalities because that's not important.
Thank you.
know? No, for sure. It's true, though.
Thank you.
No, you are the alpha male of this group 100%. You're the namesake of the podcast. You're the fucking fancy comedian. You're
like
Mr.
that?
Big Swinging Dick.
Hold it back. Hold it back.
You got all your buddies round here. You're the alpha male.
Yeah.
Until a real alpha male walks in. You know, and then you're not.
Right.
You know,
You're the new leader.
but it was good while it lasted.
Are you the new leader?
No, I'm not the new leader.
Fuck you.
I'm a lone wolf, motherfucker.
I know you are.
I have one more question because we were listening to, you know how with these new fights with the audience, you can hear the cornermen and everybody's so much better.
Yes.
So we've been listening to the cornermen and we kind of started asking ourselves, like, what kind of, like, if you're 2 rounds down, what do you usually want your cornerman to say that you're 2 rounds down, or that depends on the fighter?
No. You want them to be honest.
Yeah.
You want them to say, listen, did you come here to lose? Did you come here to get your ass kicked? Because that's what's happening right now.
Right.
And you're fighting like a pussy. You're being a little bitch. And if you want to make the last 3 months of your life worthwhile, then you need to go out there and fight the way you trained.
Right.
You know? Because you got to knock this guy out, or you got to get a finish if you're going to win this fight.
I liked what Henan Barrow's coach said to him when he was losing to TJ Dillashaw for the first fight, right?
Which was,
he said,
cut him off.
think of your no. Hello. No, he said no,
governor.
Hello, governor. No, he said, think about your family.
Oh Lord!
Right, he ran deep. Right, you have.
He's like, my son's got leukemia. Thanks. I'm about to kill myself.
Right, and when he said that, I was just like, holy shit. I don't know if I want to hear that.
You know what? I didn't, because when I swam, my mom used to try to do that.
Yeah.
We got to pay our electricity bills. Like I was 8 years old.
Oh, she would say that when you're losing.
No, because I was part of the
How
Philippines.
could you listen to her when in the water?
No. So, like,
what are you,
so like when I was in the Philippine team, they would pay you for every race that you would win. The government like gives you these things, right? And that's what she would say. Like I remember being 12, and those were her exact words. Think about the family. Think about our electricity bill.
Yeah. Wow.
No, but that is why you do it. You know, you are doing it. I mean, fighters, listen, you know, we're not. I'm sure if there was another way of earning good money, we'd do it. We'd figure it out, and generally we do towards the end after you get a career. Then it opens doors. But the reason why you put yourself through that is for your family. So yeah, that's great advice to think of your family right now. Think of your kids, think what you're trying to give them. Because guess what? You're dancing around like a little bitch right now.
Yeah.
That isn't helping your kids.
Right.
Okay?
What if your coach doesn't think that you can do it? Like, for instance,
I'm sure they've thought that about me. And they're like, God, what are we going to do?
I wouldn't want my coach to go, you're killing it, champ. Right? My eye is falling out, right? And I'd be like, really?
Whoa.
Yeah, you're up on
why
every...
you go with the eye stuff? Please,
just like you. Michael
Wait,
Rebecca, start the car.
Rebecca. Isn't that what Ronda Rousey's corner did?
Oh, yeah.
Against Holly Holm?
That's right. I remember.
They're like, you're killing it,
You're doing it. Yeah. And she's like, really? And she went out there. And remember that one move that Holly did where Ronda tried... Ronda tried to punch, and then she did a switcheroo, and Ronda just kind of ran across the.
You guys are friends again, so don't ruin that.
We talked. So tell Mike and Rebecca. They talked, or Bobby talked a little shit about Ronda on the podcast, and then Ronda confronted him in person.
Oh no way! That's hilarious.
I shit my pants.
Oh my god!
I shit my pants.
You should have seen it.
I shit my pants. I shit my pants. Oh my god!
Say that again.
I shit my pants. I farted and a little oozy poo came out.
Oh god!
That's how fucking scared.
That's our life right now.
I know. Right. So
No. Seriously, that's our life.
Because I remember
always was.
Rebecca and your kids were on stage, like went on, when it's celebrating, and I remember feeling I don't really like. I don't have a photographic memory, but the sense that I got was I remember going, "Oh, he's got a great family." I really, honestly, the joy in your kids, face, and just the joy that we felt watching it was just a memorable moment.
Let's back up a second. Yep. I don't think you have a very clear recollection of that fight night.
I don't.
We have video footage.
We have video footage of you reacting to Bisping winning.
Oh,
or
I need
against
to see
Rockhold.
this. I need to see the truth.
I will look for it. Well, you keep going.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so
sit down, Bobby. Relax.
This is going to be really awkward.
You have
sit down.
a force field in between you and me. Don't worry, I'm retired.
Okay, what is it?
Sit down. This is going to get really awkward for you in a second.
Okay.
So we had our entire family over, and your brother and I. You were acting like the Oracle. You said there was not a chance in fucking hell that he could ever, or anyone.
And he wonders why I won't give him a picture at the comedy show.
And I remember this. And then your brother and I and Gilbert, we said, I wouldn't speak so fast.
We had you, man, the whole night. We
had you. And then he knocks him out, and you ran to 3 different bedrooms, came back with your tail between your legs, and you were in total disbelief. Do you remember that? You said there was not a chance in fucking
Bobby.
hell.
I thought we were
I know.
right there, bud.
Hold on.
I thought Bobby was to do his podcast.
I don't recall it. I don't recall it like that.
We have video
I feel
footage.
like we're brothers now.
Yeah.
Crushes me.
All right, you know what?
I'll send you the video and we'll post this.
Yeah.
Breaks my heart.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, hold on. Rewind it.
Oh, wait. Is this going to embarrass me? No,
Yes,
you know what?
yes.
All right.
Bobby's like, I had 1,000 on Rockhold.
$1,000 on Luke Rockhold, didn't you?
Luke Rockhold is going to bring every bone in his body. This is a real man, guys.
He's talking about Luke Rockhold.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. Wow.
Look at Gilbert and I. We were excited because we called it.
Well, thank you very much, everybody that's showing excitement. And I apologize to the one person that's disappointed, Bobby.
I love you. You did it for your family.
Oh, hold on. Be honest. You guys recreated this recently.
No.
Filmed this recently.
Bro.
You did. You know I was coming, you thought, let's play
2016, June 14th.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
No, let me
Well, with this guy, of course I got a suspicious mind.
Because he's from San Diego.
Here's the thing. All right, let's regroup.
Yeah.
Okay. We watch every fight. We watch every one of your fights. Okay, that's number one.
Haven't had one for a long time.
Okay, I know, but we did, right? And I have to be honest with you. Okay,
Please.
that was very real. I'll tell you why. Because Luke Rockhold is from Santa Cruz or whatever, right? And he skateboards. I'm from San Diego, right? So I feel like he's like.
Do you skateboard?
I used to.
All right, no, I was going to say, so he's from Santa Cruz, you're from San Diego, nowhere near each other. He skateboards, you don't skateboard. He's as white as they come, and you're as Asian as they come. I'm failing to see how, like, you guys are boys and you're connected. How many times has he driven through traffic and smog?
That's true.
And done the podcast? How many times?
Let me ask you this, Michael. Let me ask you this. How many times has Luke Fuckface Rockhold done my podcast? None. I
Zero.
wouldn't ask him. All right? All right.
That's true. That is true.
That's number two. True. And also, I'm sweating. Here's a second thing, okay? Is that, sure, 2016, right? Right? Yeah. That was the night where I laid down in bed and I became a Michael Bisping fan. All right?
That was the night?
That was it?
Yes. All right?
I watched your season of The Ultimate.
Same.
Yeah. I didn't even know what that was.
Yes.
Okay?
You were a little behind.
I was a little behind. So what I'm saying is that, okay, yeah, at the time.
That's a real man. That's a real
Shut
man.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, everybody, all right? At the time, right, I was rooting for Luke Rockhold. And at the time, when you beat him.
Open your eyes.
I am opening my eyes. I'm Asian, you fuckface. Right?
Yeah, that's as wide as they go.
Yeah. Right. And at the time, I was rooting for him. And when you knocked him out, it was such a shock to my system. But then I was reborn like a phoenix.
Wow. The
All right?
catalyst. Yeah.
And I was
heavy.
convinced from that day forward, right, that you were the guy. Okay. Do you think when you fought
like
George St. Pierre that I wanted him to win? I wanted
More
you to
than
win.
likely.
No.
Well, come on. Everybody likes George. Let's be honest. He's a sweetheart.
See, here's the thing. When I met Kalila, I had stopped watching UFC for a long time. A long time.
I couldn't even have conversations with you about it.
And so the George St. Pierre years, I was in Houston when he lost to Matt Serra. Because the Jordan Peele, you know, who directed Get Out?
Yes.
So the UFC for one night hired me and Jordan Peele to do some sort of comedy thing at some red carpet event for them, right? And they never asked us again, but it was me and Jordan were in Houston when we saw George St. Pierre lose to Matt Serra. And I remember everyone was shocked, and I was so, like, not involved that I didn't even know that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? It's when I met her on Tinder.
Because do you always have
When I met her on Tinder, and she was a big fan, I slowly got back into the UFC, right? So for me, you know, I wasn't a George St. Pierre fan.
Okay, hold on. Let me just stop you right there. I'm going to give you some advice, Bobby.
I don't need advice.
Well, I'm going to give you some, and you're going to hear this, and you're going to go, oh, interesting.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll take that on board.
Okay.
Next time you're with a fighter, right, and you know you're clearly making my fighting ability the conversation piece,
Right.
and you talk about a former opponent of mine.
Yes.
Don't intro the conversation about the opponent who beat me by saying, "Oh yeah, I remember watching him get his fucking ass kicked one time, and then he went on to beat you." A roundabout slap in the face for me?
That was weird. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I remember you got beat up that one guy. They got his ass kicked.
All right. You're right. You're right.
You know what I mean? Just say, wow, the greatest of all time, George St. Pierre. He was unstoppable.
Yeah.
That would have been better. Don't go, I remember when he got his fucking ass kicked of that short little fat guy, Matt Serra. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's a backhanded compliment.
I'm just learning.
But I always saw that as a fluke. Wasn't it like a
That was a
spinning
fluke.
back fist or something?
No, he caught him, you know.
Okay. So I want to say this, okay?
Kind of fluky, but he caught him.
I did not go to journalism school, okay? All right, I never went to college, okay? I'm just telling you that I'm just like this little weird Korean fella. You know what I mean? In 1995, I walked by a comedy club, and I signed up for an amateur night. I have no...
Is that true?
Yeah, I have no skills whatsoever. And I went up, and I don't know anything.
Nothing.
Right? So in terms of talking to people and being a journalist or an interviewer, I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't
right?
need to be a journalist.
I know. My point is that, you know, I think that... you know, I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I want to.
I'm
trying
to make you a better person.
I want to do it.
I'm trying to make you.
I want to learn. Okay. I fucked it up, right? So there's two things I fucked up, right? I fucked up the Luke Rockhold thing, right? And I fucked up the fucking George St. Pierre thing, right?
It's okay.
And I'm learning as I go, okay? And I apologize, okay?
Apology. Not necessary.
Okay, let's talk about...
wholly accepted.
I mean, I know I wrestled in high school. I know it's not the same, but I remember... It's not the same.
I don't know why I'm laughing so hard.
I don't know why you're laughing.
But I believe in you, baby.
But I did tournaments and stuff, right? And I used to get so... I've never been more nervous. It's more nerve-wracking than stand-up. I couldn't believe, like, trying to make a weight and then actually walking in. It's so nerve-wracking. So I can only imagine, because you're at a higher level... Yeah. There's so much at stake. Well, and you were also plagued with injuries and whatnot, so you hadn't been back in a long time.
Right.
So there was a lot riding on it. So I'm sure you were.
I mean, the biggest thing about it is in any sports, you know, a lot of sports that are like football, soccer, they're team sports. So if you lose, the blame is kind of dispensed.
Yes.
Like you can put it on other people. In fighting, When you lose, it's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
When you win, it's the greats. That's why we do it. They're both, total extremes.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's fucking terrible. I hate losing.
Did you cry?
I did.
You did.
Every loss, I cry. Because in all,
Why do you find that funny?
Oh, what a pussy!
Bobby's gonna be crying. Bobby's gonna be crying here pretty soon.
I'm kidding. I was just joking, man.
I know.
That was a joke laugh. I wasn't really laughing, man, right, at Barton? No.
The best way I can put it is Tito Ortiz. He said it.
Fuck him.
Why?
I'm
Why
kidding.
fuck
I'm totally
Tito
kidding. I
Ortiz?
love Tito. I love Tito.
so much beef with fighters.
I love Tito. I love Tito.
Please.
3 a.m. I can't sleep. I feel dirty. Should I take a bath or can I go to a steam room? A really cool Korean bathhouse.
This is like some first world problem shit, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is that I'm not saying. Listen, I know that in an apocalyptic situation, right, we're all fucked.
Not me. You maybe.
And this is why we're here right now, because that right there is provocation. Is that the right word?
Provocation.
You just provoked me.
I also just want to say
wait,
one
wait.
thing.
No, just let me just finish this, okay? So in a zombie apocalypse, right?
Right.
That you think you would live longer than me?
Interesting.
Come on. Let's just be.
Do you
real.
have
Let's
hunting?
be
Do you have
honest.
hunting skills?
I have hunting skills.
I know.
And I'm
have
an
hiding skills.
athlete. I'm an athlete.
I'm a
You think you
hider.
can hide better than me?
I love how you say I'm an athlete. I'm a
I can
hider.
Here's the
fit in
thing. Here's the thing.
fence.
Here's the thing. If we could both hide, but if I get caught, I could actually do something about it and get away.
No,
What if
you turn
get
into
caught?
a zombie, and then all of a sudden you're, you know what I mean? You're trying to Muay Thai kick, zombie kick people.
That would be awesome. Instead of an axe.
It doesn't have to
axe
be
kicks.
that, but for example, I can run faster than you can. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't need to run. Dude, I'm in a vent.
You're gonna live in a vent.
Yeah, I'm in
Zombie
a warehouse.
apocalypse. That's where you're.
You know where I'm gonna
stay.
go? I'm gonna go to the mall.
Well,
an
this goes
indoor
back
mall.
to the food. What are you gonna do about?
I'm gonna
food?
go to West Covina Mall. I already have it planned out.
What happens when you know?
This is your plan as a mom.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hide in a vent, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna every day, I'm gonna lock each door. I'm gonna try to kill all the zombies inside. Then I would lock all the doors, and I would eat like a hot dog on a stick all day.
Okay, so what happens about the other people?
Sounds like Dead
the other
Rising.
people that are still alive. That you see.
You can join me if you want to, but
Well, no, you'd be joining me. I'd be running the show.
see, that's I don't.
So wait, who is
Yeah,
that?
you know what? No, stop. I'm sorry.
You want him to bend the knee.
Yeah, he wants me to bend the knee. I'm not gonna bend the knee. Okay.
How do you establish alpha male
In fact,
position?
you know what? You're like the fucking what was that guy? The mayor or whatever that was in Walking Dead. What's his name?
Governor?
The
Oh,
governor.
the governor.
You're the governor. You're the bad guy.
Oh,
All right?
wow.
I'm the good guy. All right. In my
Rick.
clan, we farm. We love each other. You enslave. That's fine.
But Rick's also a badass.
what do you want me to do?
He wants you to bend the knee.
You know what he would do? You know what? I know him. Him and I are, you know what I mean, are the only humans left. This dude would fucking try to fuck me, dude.
No,
Wait,
no.
you try to
You try to fuck me, dude?
No, absolutely.
No, look at me right now.
Absolutely.
In a Zombra, you would try to fuck me, dude?
Absolutely not.
Okay, if you had to fuck someone on the
promise
fire team, who would it be?
Oh Jesus, that's
Oh,
terrible.
that's a good question. Okay, honestly, if there was a gun to your head,
Eric Koch talks.
Okay,
You
hold
had to
on.
fuck one of the guys, either
Let me-
Steve, Frank, Craig,
Craig, or Eric Griffin,
or
or-
me. Who would you fuck?
This is terrible.
I know, but just one. It doesn't mean you're gay.
Not at all.
Steve.
Oh, that's the right
He's
choice.
warm. He's warm. You
That's
know?
a political choice. Yeah, because he was like, "I'm sorry, dude, but we had to do that." But you know,
Hey, Eric,
you have
I'm
to get,
sorry.
Yeah, you have to get your nuts off. You know,
you know what he would do after you'd have sex? He'd wink at you all day
Who,
and
me?
remind you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I would rub it in
no,
your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I go
no.
like you and I, but Coke, and I would wink right at you.
yeah.
We
Steve,
fuck, bro.
yeah, Steve would never mention it again. He'd be like,
Yeah,
"I'm
he
sorry,
wouldn't
we had
mention
to
it
do
again.
that."
That is the right
Yeah,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel.
I'm sorry. You know, I don't know why I'm so confrontational today. His masculinity and his
It's threatening.
it is threatening to
Threatening.
me.
I know you're acting like a wild.
I know,
person.
and I feel like I was in a corner, and I have nothing. I don't even know why I'm defending the things. You know what? In a zombie apocalypse, let's just be friends and let's try to survive. You can be the leader if you want to.
Okay, all right.
All right.
We'll shake
okay,
on that.
let's
Zombie
shake on it.
apocalypse
Yeah,
ever
you
happens,
can
there
be the
you go.
leader. I don't
Okay.
give a fuck,
All right.
but there's only room for one person in the event I'm going to be in. Yeah, don't laugh because you're going to be you're going to be a zombie for sure.
Probably.
You're weak.
But
You're weak on every level, my friend.
Yeah,
All
so
right?
Bobby called me for intel for him, and I was like, at first I was like, And then when I realized,
but then you told me to break into his office to get things.
Yeah, I was like going to his office and see what she's been writing him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have back then at Hotmail. She had a Hotmail account.
Yeah.
Hotmail. You could either set it to like save your sent messages or not. In Gmail now it just saves.
Right.
And so I was like, I couldn't see what she was sending him.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, go in there and find out. And you're like, I don't know.
And then you say, this is what you said to me.
What?
You said, if you don't do it,
that
means that you set them up.
Oh, right.
Which was so absurd to me that his computer is at Fox. Right? We're on a television show.
Yeah, well,
so I have to fucking break into this Canadian guy's office, somehow find his code.
No, he's already logged in.
I probably would have done it now.
Yeah.
But then and I, that night, so then Friday comes around.
And then it sort of slowly hit me. I was like, oh, you were calling for intel. You weren't calling to say, hey, I saw somebody driving down the street. You didn't drive down the street and happen to see Natasha and Ron going into an opera.
Right. Okay. Well,
now it's making sense.
You little snake,
And then it's like,
God.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck him.
Right.
And then I saw you at the store.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, dude, like, it hit me now where you were on this. And I'm pretty mad. And you're like, and then the way you were smiling, like, can I just say one thing? Let me just say one thing.
God.
I was like, Bobby, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me.
I'll admit I did that.
And you're like, let me just say, I was like, I don't think you hitting, like, how much is this hurting me? You're like, let me just say one thing. I'm like, dude, get the fuck away or I'm going to hit you. And then you kept doing it. And then I just punched you and you fell. So you didn't even give me the satisfaction of fighting back.
But you kicked me while I was down there.
Yeah, well, you were down.
Kick a man while he's down.
Yeah, because it's easy. You can't punch a man while he's down.
That's weird.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Please. Question.
You know, Bobby has told this story.
Yeah.
Probably a good 12 times over the course of 90 episodes on this podcast.
Wow, not
and
bad.
every time it's always made me feel like, God, Ari is a fucking dick. Like for 3 weeks in a row, this is the first time where I completely see it your way. You're a fucking snake, Bobby.
All right, stop.
And I know that little smile thing he does.
Yeah, it's like infuriating if you're angry. If you're not angry, then it's fine, no big deal.
Oh, I'm getting angry for you.
Anytime you hear a story and you're like, wow, that's fucking crazy, you got to stop and go, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I probably don't have all the details. Yeah. Because that's not normal, what I'm hearing. That guy just started yelling at you for no reason. And you're like, there's more shit.
All right.
It always sounded unprovoked.
Right.
All right,
That's what Steve Trevino.
I want to say
Steve Trevino was like,
this.
Ari punched someone for no reason? That
Peaceful.
seems weird.
All right. I'm going to defend myself.
Okay.
All right.
You were young.
No, that's not the defense. All right. I was known to help a lot of young guys.
No, I believe that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like, you know, Ari's helped me, but I've helped him a lot. We were friends. We've had these experiences, right? That's the reason why I'm done with John Caparillo. I'll say it on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You're going to get 20 texts.
No, because I felt like I helped that kid.
Yeah.
Right? And there was no respect, you know, coming from his end. And that's where right?
Animosity.
So, you know, when you kick me in the face,
It was the face, not the body.
You guys, I mean, body too. You should have seen. You should have seen afterwards. They're like, Bobby, you're up. And then I guess we got separated. And then he was up, and he was like, well, I got to do my spot. So I went and did his spot. And his face started swelling up while he was on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was
And Steve Renazizi, by the way,
Oh,
Yeah.
he was there, yeah.
he was the cover booth guy.
it was happening right in front of him. Like, Bobby was talking to Steve. I went to check in. I saw Bobby. I was like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, and then Steve was there, and it took him probably about a good 2-3 minutes.
No, 45 seconds, but that was enough for a punch, down, kick. 45 seconds is a long time.
How long did? Okay, let me ask you this.
I think even
how
30
long
seconds.
how long would it take you if you wanted to going mid speed from the cover booth to where I was?
If it was two people I knew, there might be a second like, wait, what the fuck is happening? Like, what's happening? Like to grasp it.
Yeah.
And then we realized like, I gotta do something.
10 seconds.
20 seconds. I gotta run out, come around. 20 seconds tops. This
Right.
is 45.
So 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds of watching.
Oh yeah.
Entertainment.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that happened.
God, it felt
I
good.
went
It
up
felt
and
so
I
good
went to
kick you. That when the leg like stops. My body. Like you kick a soccer ball, your leg goes through the soccer ball. You keep going. It just like it's not like kicking a wall, but like just like
Yeah.
felt so good.
It felt great, yeah. And then I went to the management of the store.
Freddie told me when he found out too. He's like, "Wait, you can punch him? I didn't know that was a possibility." All this time I was trying to like mentally fuck with him, but I didn't realize you could just punch him.
Yeah. I went to the manager of the store and I go, I demand for him to get banned.
Banned was like the worst thing that could happen in the store.
And they said no.
Who was the manager back then?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So a week goes by.
Yeah.
And then, but here's the thing, the psychology behind it. The thing is that
was that the only person ever beat you up?
Punch me? No.
Okay.
There's been other people that punched me, but I also owed you money.
You owed me $5,000.
$5,000.
Wow.
So a lot of it has to, and it took me a long time to even get him the money back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which he was making that much in a week, and I eventually had to start borrowing money to pay my rent.
So that's where I think his resentment was. Partly.
Yeah, I needed the money for sure.
Yeah,
but I felt justified and be like, this motherfucker didn't even pay back my money.
But also, I'm the one that got him a commercial agent for him to have money.
But Bobby's the only kind of guy who will bring that over your head all the time. Everyone else is like, let me help you, and then never think about it again.
All right.
Bobby's like, you owe me. Constantly.
All right, that's all right.
Aqua.
It wasn't Aqua then, right? Was it?
Aqua, yeah.
It was
Aqua.
Aqua
No,
then.
it was Origin back then.
Origin back then, yeah. So then the week later, you come up to me and say, I want my money. And you strangled me in the hallway.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Because I remember because there was
Different
blood.
move for the second
I was like, it was like a 2-finger.
Yeah.
I was like this, like that. And then you were like, you didn't like, I was like, hey, I want my money.
Yeah.
Just these 2 fingers. And then you were like, you started coming towards me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. And I just started squeezing.
Oh shit! Why would you go
I
towards
had a
him?
long nail because he was like, what the
Yeah, he had one of those long, like
Coke
it was like
nails?
a Coke nail.
coke
but
nails. And it
wasn't
dug
for
right
Coke.
into the skin and started bleeding.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went upstairs because this is when I was dating Sarah.
Yeah.
Right? And she was upstairs doing some sort of Adam
I
Barnard.
wanted to fuck her to get back at you. I was like, I'm not even into it, but I was like, yeah, I think I'll do this to try to like
I think I'll do this.
hurt you. Right after you broke up, I was like, I know you still care.
Oh my god. So it's amazing. This guy. I love it. So now, imagine.
Also, I still only had sex with 7 people. There's no way I could pull her. It wasn't like I just could do it. I'm not Dalia.
So now, at this point, neck bleeding. The week before, he had beat me up. And now I hate him, and I'm scared. Like I literally have like kind of a PTSD kind of a situation where I'm like shocked by it.
Yeah.
It's there's trauma, and no one will help me.
You know how you were young? I was young too. And this is why now when I see people like when they go crazy and it's over like heartbreak, I'm like, oh, you can't judge them. They're not thinking right. They're young and crazy.
Yeah. But then here's what happened. So then the next week, Ari auditions for Mind of Mencia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is before the Mencia Rogan stuff happened.
But yeah. And Mencia wasn't in the auditioning room. It was Robert Morton that hired him because that's what Robert told me that you would audition for.
Yeah, I think it was
somebody.
a woman casting director.
But like they approved it.
Yeah.
Robert Morton approved it.
Yeah.
But Ari didn't know. So I mean, Carlos Mencia didn't know. So when Carlos finds out that Ari had booked the job in a sketch,
and we were fighting,
he called you and said, "Hey, bro, I can't have you on my show."
No.
What?
Oh, they just said they brought out the part. He didn't call me at all.
He didn't call you?
Oh, he's the worst, man. He's how much
Oh
of a liar
yeah, he said
is.
he called you.
He's like, oh yeah, man, they just wrote out the part. It's nothing. I was like,
Oh. So he told me that he had called you and said, "Hey, bro, you can't beat up my friend," and all that stuff.
He
That
said
never
something in the
happened?
back. It's like, hey, you gotta stop beating up my friend. And then later it was like the part was written out. No, he'll never.
Oh.
Yeah.
So anyway, but did you think that I'm the one? Because that's what I think.
Asked him to fire me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You had
wasn't.
nothing.
Yeah. And
I want to let you know right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay. Why would I do that? I didn't even know about it.
Wait, I mean, if your question is why would I do that, the answer is clearly this guy just punched me 2 times. Can you
Yeah.
please get him fired?
Nah. Yeah, but
very obvious
I know,
why
but
you would.
why would I? How would I even know that you got hired? All that stuff.
Oh,
I don't know.
Carlos going, hey, that guy got a job on my show, and you're like, hey, can you get him not that? I'm not saying you did.
Yeah,
But that's a reason.
I didn't
That's a
do
way.
it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
And so then I was like, Bobby got me fired. I was like, well, that's a line in comedy where it's like it's so hard to find jobs. You can't fuck with someone's income. With their job, with their trying to this career so hard.
Right. So
And I was like, well, I have to punch you now.
Now
The rest was rageful. This is like, no, this is the right thing to do.
Yeah. So I'm at the parking lot at the Comedy Store, and I just hear running. And when you hear running, you just think that people are just jogging, whatever. You don't think that somebody's going to do a Superman punch from behind.
I was talking to Dave Mashevitz. I saw Bobby, and I go, excuse me, Dave, I have to take care of something. Real calm. Like, I need to take care of this.
Yeah. He just
Bobby
hits
starts
me.
running away. I jumped.
And he hit me from the back, and then I
fell again. That was your number one defensive move.
Okay, I'm saying right now, that's my defensive move.
I wrestle in college.
No.
College.
How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
You have a better base
center
of gravity. Center of gravity.
yeah.
You're one up on that. Plus, you outweigh me by 50 pounds.
Okay. So, George, you're laughing way too hard at that.
You are laughing pretty hard, George. Give it
up. So then I go to the
white side of the room.
Yeah. So I go to the cover booth. Not the cover booth. I go to the office.
Yeah.
To call the police.
Yeah.
And Steve Renazizzi.
Yeah. To his credit.
Pulls the fucking cord out of the wall.
Damn.
So don't call the police.
Yeah.
And his excuse was it was a Friday, and he goes, if Ari goes to prison, he'll stay there over the weekend.
Yeah, because you don't get to see.
And then they banned you.
They told me he was calling the police. So like, I left my apartment. I was like, I gotta get out of here because I'll come to my apartment. So I just left, went to like open mic or something, and just like I gotta stay out till like 2 a.m. So the police won't find me.
Right. Did they ban you then? I think for a month or something after that.
They banned me, and then. Yeah, they're like, you can't be beating up Bobby 3 times. 2 is okay, but
the third time.
Yeah, we have a no beating up Bobby 3 times rule.
Yeah.
And then I was banned, and during when I was banned, I heard Freddie died. Renazizzi called me and said Freddie died, and I couldn't believe it. I lived down the street, like right next to Pink Dot at the store, and I walked down there, and I remember sitting on the curb, like outside, seeing somebody hugging them, and then just like sitting there like crying. And then Don Barris came by. He goes, "Well, I'm glad to see you're respecting the ban and not coming in the building."
You didn't go in.
Well, not because of that, but just because like I broke down there. And then it's sort of they were like, you have to talk to Bobby and work it out. And so I was like, fine, let's talk.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, fine, okay, talk then. And like, this is not what I wanted. I was like, then do it.
Yeah, but he would also do this even after he got back in. I'd walk down the hallway and he would just say shit. Like, here's the dumbest guy in the fucking building.
I know what bothered you.
Yeah, things that he knew that would bother me. You can't even get a thought together. You can't even speak English, dude. And you're born here. You're like, he would say shit to get me riled up, and I would just be like, I can't even come here. I hate this guy. And it was like that for years.
He'd be holding court. There'd be like 4 people around, him and like 3 other people talking. I'm like, what are you doing? Listening to Bobby's lies? You're lying about something. That's what you do. You lie. So is that just like, oh man, I'm just trying to have a conversation, and I'm just like, nope, not allowed.
Oh my god!
How did all your friends react to all this?
Comedy store loves drama.
There's
loves
some
conflict.
divisions.
Oh, there was. Okay.
There's some divisions.
That was pretty good psychological warfare.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh my god, I hated him.
Props. Pretty good.
Pretty good, Ari. Very good. And then, how long was it? Years, huh? 5 years?
A few years.
I think 4 years.
Could be 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years of not talking to him at all.